Yo, welcome back to Genshin Impact. In our last episode we have continued with the main Archon Sumeru quest, and now I think it's time to finish it, because I think there's only a tiny bit left, but when I looked up on YouTube it says it's like 1 hour of like cutscenes and shit. So I don't know, but we basically woke up here after defeating the Balladeer and finding out some stuff about Kusanali and the Great Lord Rukkhadevata. And now we need to meet up with Kale, which is standing right here.
Good morning. Looks like you're awake.
Hi there.
Yip yip.
Yip yip. Who are you, Appa? Good morning, Kale.
I prepared some breakfast today. Please have a taste. I hope you'll like it.
It's nice to have you here so we can eat something yummy.
Well, now that I've recovered from Elazar, I'm feeling better than ever. I can even prepare 4 or 5 meals a day now.
Ah, okay, so we did heal Elazar for everyone. I wasn't quite sure about that at the cutscene last episode, because we only saw it like disappear on Dunyazar's hand, but then it zoomed in on Kale, but we didn't really see too much, so I was like, oh, did they just like save Dunyazar, or did they get rid of Elazar as a whole?
And Paimon bets they're all delicious.
You enjoy a yummy breakfast with Kale, who's been waiting for you.
Oh, by the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night.
Paimon hasn't already read it.
No, Paimon wanted to read the letter with you after you woke up, so Paimon didn't open it. Alright, let's read it now.
Ah, okay.
Oh, it's from Nilu.
Oh, after saving the theater 2 episodes ago.
Ahem. We're going to hold a feast at the Grand Bazaar and celebrate Cyno's reinstatement as the General Mahamatra.
Wee.
As heroes of Sumeru, please be sure to attend. I'll wait for you. The date of the banquet is written on the back. It's in 2 days.
Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. That's amazing.
We are just doing our part. Come on.
Sometimes I'm really envious of strong and confident people like you.
So I see that's the important thing probably why we couldn't start into Windbloom Festival earlier, because now we know that Kale doesn't have Elazar anymore. So she can finally go to Mondstadt and feel safe and healthy and see Amber again. Oh my god. You're amazing too, Kale.
Oh, you're embarrassing me.
Anyway, let's go to the Grand Bazaar to have a look.
In 2 days.
Oh, before you leave, be sure to inform Master Tainari.
Oh yeah, I will do that. Also, I have Dia on my team now. I'll talk to Tainari. We can do that now. Wow. He is probably standing over there. I have Dia on my team, so yeah. New character.
Tainari!
Hey there. Long time no see, for real.
Good morning. How do you feel today?
Great.
We feel much better. How about you?
I feel very great after seeing Billy Eilish just look at the Oscars. Yes. How's your wound, Tainari? Oh, right, he got injured, I think, when the doctor attacked or something.
I'm recovering well. Thanks for asking.
But from the looks of it, you seem to be already busy with work again.
It's fine. I'm not that busy, really.
Are you sure?
The Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now, I only need to tend to my Forest Watcher duties.
It seems once Irminsul started getting better, everything else started to recover too.
Yes, but there are still some residual effects. The withering is one example. Though it won't spread anymore, the existing zones won't just disappear. We forest rangers will still need to do the work.
I appreciate that a lot to
By the
ask.
way, we have some good news. Cyno got his position back.
Yay!
This news is hardly new. He had already mentioned it to me before.
Yeah, I know you guys are like boyfriends or whatever.
Huh? You mean he was already here? Why didn't he come to say hi to us?
Because we're not his boyfriend.
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting. He just asked me a few questions and left.
Then you probably already know all about the celebration feast.
Celebration feast? No, I haven't heard anything about that.
Well, now you know, and you're officially invited, so you better join us.
Huh? But didn't Nilu say in her letter that they would celebrate Cyno? He didn't tell you?
Oh no, don't cause any drama.
Perhaps, or alternatively, he doesn't know about it either.
It's a surprise.
Come to think of it, Cyno doesn't seem like the type who'd enjoy a celebration feast.
I guess Nilu's only planning on telling him once festivities are underway.
You and Kale are both Cyno's close friends. Why don't you come to the feast with us?
Kala has taken over some of my tasks these days. I don't think she'll have time for it. Not to mention me. You see, some VIPs have come to the forest recently.
Like me?
Huh? VIPs? Very important Paimon?
Shut the frick up, Paimon, if you don't squeezing her. So
Well, technically speaking, they are former VIPs. The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training in the Avidya forest, and the people they had previously imprisoned have all been released.
is your master alright?
Yes, he's a little weak, but he isn't injured and his condition is stable. Lesser Lord Kusanali, in her boundless mercy, has decided to spare Azar and the other wrongdoers. Supposedly, they were ashamed of their shallow ideologies and have decided to dedicate the rest of their lives to cultivating wisdom in the Avidya forest. When they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, they were shocked at first, but also became happy, feeling that the sacred light guiding them on the path of discovering wisdom had begun to shine once again. As a result, work has increased for the forest rangers.
That sounds really exhausting.
There's nothing we can do, really. But that's another topic. Back to the matter at hand. Are you two planning to head out?
I don't know.
Ah, right! We're here to request permission to head out. Would that be okay?
Do we really need permission?
You've recovered well. You may go, but be careful.
I see, that's why.
Yay! Will do!
Just like in Inazuma when we arrived and we got like put into prison immediately just from moving.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask about?
How's the patient?
Ah, yes. Thanks for remembering her. She continued her training in the forest after she recovered. As a scholar, she never slacks off.
Great, because last time we saw her, she was like laying unconscious in Paradise DI after having like Scaramouche taken over her mind or something.
A lot has happened lately. Kale and I have been busy. But don't worry, we'll take care of ourselves. As for Sino's reinstatement, the more I think about it, the more I suspect that he just doesn't have a single clue about this feast. But this does remind me that Kale and I should find an opportunity to celebrate him as well. He has helped me a lot during this time. And you as well. Thank you.
Don't mention
Take care. Please, find me if you need anything.
Will do, thank you. I'm just wondering if we will see Scaramouche again in like this quest or not, because after this quest there's like a little bonus chapter or like interlude chapter or whatever after the Archon quest, which is like basically his story quest, because his story quest doesn't show up in the story quest menu, but like in this, like I don't know, like not in the, you know, it shows up in the main menu I think like the Traveler story quest, but like not as like aside the other characters' story quest, so that's kind of confusing. But I think maybe there we will hear more about his situation, because we just didn't really see what happened after the fight. He just like fell down into the ground, and we didn't hear anything of like the academia or whatever. Back again. Oh no. I really didn't enjoy Needle's story quest, it was very boring to me.
There won't be any problems if the feast starts at that time. Everything has already been prepared.
Mr. Zubair, I finished telling things up here. Well, except for the guests.
Oh, there she is again. Why am I surprised to see her? It's literally her theater, oh god.
Is a simple reply really that much to ask of our guests? It's affecting our arrangements.
Oh, it'll be fine. Besides, it never hurts to get things ready in advance.
I was thinking the same thing. The feast will be held sooner or later, right?
Hey, Nilu!
Hi there.
Traveler, Paimon.
Hello.
We got your letters, so here we are!
Excuse my yawning, it's almost 1 AM. Here we are.
You're the best. The other guests haven't even replied yet.
She sounds like Barbara when she talks.
Huh? Are we the only ones that have arrived?
Are we the only ones you sent the letter to by accident? Could that maybe be the case?
Yeah, I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests. But maybe everyone is still busy with other things.
Or the person just wasn't reliable and forgot to actually send out the invitations. Did you like maybe ask Nick Miller or something?
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now, but even if your friends are important figures, they shouldn't just ignore your request like this. Nilu is Sumeru's #1 celebrity after all.
Of course, you're right. No, I'm the #1 celebrity. I literally saved you all. Remember?
You have no idea how happy I am to talk to people with good taste.
Me when I meet people who actually like Billie Eilish.
If you consider enjoying Nilu's dances having good taste, then almost everybody has good taste. Because Paimon thinks everybody will love her performance.
Paimon is like the person. If you consider people who like Billie Eilish having good taste, then everybody has good taste because everyone likes Bad Guy, that one song.
That's right. We all think she's amazing too. Nilou is an absolute favorite among those of us who frequent the Grand Bazaar. For Outlanders, you have a great eye. Master Zubair, let's have a vote for the most outstanding audience members next time. I think these two may win.
Stop kissing my ass.
Nonsense. It is not for us to determine the value of an audience.
These theater kids are like tearing my nerves apart.
But indeed, we could try giving gifts to people with particularly good taste. I heard there's a device in Fontaine called a camera that can record people's appearances as pictures. Such pictures would make superb gifts.
I actually have them, but I'm not sharing with you guys.
Ooh, good idea. I wonder where we can find one.
Not in my pocket, not in my backpack. Slowly starts walking backwards.
I don't want you giving pictures of me to everyone. I'm satisfied just being able to perform here.
There's always a lot going on at the Grand Bazaar.
Yeah, and that's why I love it here. Traveler and Paimon, could you help confirm if the letters were actually delivered?
Well, they weren't delivered to Tainari.
If for some reason they didn't receive the letters, then please tell everyone that there will be a feast here.
Okay, we'll go around and check.
Yeah, we can also check out how everything in Sumeru is going now.
Do you know where everybody is?
When I wrote the letters, I heard that Dia was in Port Ormos, and Alhaitham was at the Academia.
Alright, that guy. Didn't he like get locked away too or something at the Academia?
As for Sino, we've only heard that he appears at the Academia from time to time.
Well, we should maybe invite Sino, the guy who's literally the center of the party, but okay.
I'm not too sure about Ramon's whereabouts.
Who?
My guess is that he's with Dia.
Is that the grandpa we lost in the desert?
As for Dunyarzad, I just hope she's feeling better. I sent her a letter, but I was afraid of disturbing her. If you have time, please ask about her for me.
No one cares to invite Candace, really?
Okay,
Or Nahida.
let's go, Traveler.
They don't even know that Nahida exists, I'm sorry. Hey, by the way, I know the Sumeru Archon personally, can I invite her?
I'll go to the Adventurers Guild later and ask Ms. Catherine if she knows how to get one of those cameras.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
please do. I'm sure the audience would be thrilled at the chance of receiving commemorative gifts. It could be our special surprise that we prepare for everyone.
I think it's an amazing idea. Who knows? If we take more pictures, they might even become the signature souvenir of the Grand Bazaar.
And Nilou will become even more famous. Ha! It won't be long till people are fighting for front row at your performances.
I've heard that this camera is not just something anyone can use as they please. It must be aimed properly and subjects should pose for the best results.
Oh, should we get ready then? Perhaps we should wear something a little more appropriate.
No. I think we look absolutely fine. If anything, when we pose for this, clever invention, we should just be ourselves,
You really think so?
You guys are absolutely boring, I'm sorry, but I can understand why Sue Sylvester hates the Glee kids now. Hell. I should stop comparing them to the Glee Club. I actually like the Glee Club, unlike the Zubair Theater or whatever. Me every time when a story quest isn't like, I don't know, involving death and danger. I don't know. Did I ever mention that I actually hate the Sumeru map because it is very confusing indeed and I never know which way to go? Also, I have Sayu on my team. Why am I using my legs when I can use my spin dash? He's saying higher. No, okay, this way. No, not this way?
And away I go.
But that's the Academia.
Make my
Yeah, now it's so confusing. It's literally so confusing. Alright, long time no see. There's a random dude we have to talk to, apparently. You're not Alhaitham.
We haven't seen Alhaitham anywhere. Let's ask that person over there.
Hello, my friend. Have you seen my friend who's not so my friend?
Hey there. Have you seen Alhaitham around?
Yes, it seems Scribe Alhaitham has gone to the House of Dana. You should be able to find him there. But you're already the second group of people I've seen looking for him today. He must be quite the busy man.
Oh? Who else was looking for him?
Mr. Cave was just here asking about
Oh!
him. You wouldn't believe how terrible their relationship is. And now you two are here.
Oh my god! I totally forgot about him! Oh my god, he's coming out in the next update, I think, but I totally forgot that we actually see him for the first time in this quest. I literally forgot about. Oh my god, I'm excited now. Okay. I don't like Alhaitham, but I like Cave, so it's okay. I'll give them the screen time.
Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sages.
Is that? I was wondering like if he is the guy that Nilo sent out to send the invitations at, or if he's like just because they know each other personally. That is like there in a personal manner. I don't want to spoil things. Not at all.
No way. We're strictly here on business.
As always. Oh, now I'm excited.
I see. Sorry, I thought maybe everyone's as interested in rumors about the sages as I am.
I'm just sad that he's gonna be a 4-star, because I just thought he's gonna be a 5-star. Also, I think he's Dendro, but I assumed he's Pyro because he has red eyes. He would have been cool as a Pyro sword 5-star. We really need a Pyro sword 5-star. Or he's giving polearm vibes. You will see what I mean. I don't even know this guy, I don't even know what he sounds like, but I just know his design is very appealing. He looks like what I tried to look like last summer, so that's, I wanna be him. I guess, I don't know, I haven't talked to him yet. He's got cool hair and he's wearing a cool shirt, and that's all I know. And there's a loading screen. Oh my god, are we gonna run into him? Oh my god, new characters. Oh, also, isn't Mika supposed to come out, like, soon? I thought he already came out, but he wasn't, he didn't. But like his leaks happened like so long ago. I just don't know anything. Tall blonde guy. Oh, I see him. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's wearing a red cape. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Alhaitham should be around here somewhere, right?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, he's over there. But it looks like he might not have time for us.
Oh my god, he's already talking with someone else.
Just put down that worthless book and tell me what happened in the academia.
Oh, I like his voice.
This is not just some worthless book. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to find a physical book like this in Sumeru?
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on anyway. Just put it aside. Listen, I came back today only to hear that the sages have disappeared.
I wish I would have played this earlier before I have seen like any spoilers about him, but I saw the spoilers so early, literally, even while I was like still starting or like about to start the desert part of the Sumeru Archon quest. I don't know, his eyes just look really cool. I don't know, I like his eyes and his hair. I like that they have like more blonde characters.
Oh, you sound surprised. I thought you would already know the inside story.
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me. So just tell me what you know already.
Well, I almost became a sage.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh, don't sound too surprised now. You're the renowned Kaveh, light of the Ksharawar. Besides, as a master builder and craftsman, chances are you'll be appointed as a sage too.
I can't stand Alhaitham. The way he talks, I don't know, just sounds so arrogant to me. It's just like hitting a spot to piss me off.
Why do I feel like you don't really mean it?
Other people would say he's allowed to because he looks sexy, but to me it just looks like some Vocaloid OC from like 2013.
Huh. What makes you say that? Why would you question my heartfelt sincerity?
I do like that his outfit is like sleeveless though, that's, I'll give him that.
Maybe it's because you've never said anything good about me before.
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment, and anyone who knows you as well as I do would surely do the same.
They give off the same vibes as Kaya and D-Look.
Oh, you...
Kind of like the dynamic between them.
See? This is why I hate discussing anything with you. Your ridiculous and arrogant attitude always gets in the way.
That's what I'm saying. Oh my god, he feels me. We're the same. Oh my god.
It seems that you really can't stand my personality.
Exactly. He feels me.
Ha! What was your first clue?
Why do people ship these guys? They hate each other. I will never get the enemies ship. I don't know.
Well, then you might as well move out of my house.
Is he paying rent though? Is he?
Are you threatening me? Stooping to a new low, I see.
Why do you live together if you hate each other's guts? I don't get it.
And don't change the subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
Are they having a fight?
Let's see how this plays out. We're not in a rush anymore. We're just watching. It's more interesting than listening to Nilu's people. Oh, we gotta save the theater, no? We gotta make camera pictures to attract customers. We're the Glee Club.
Forget what's going on with the academia. Haven't you been busy with your construction project? Tell me, when are you going to build yourself a mansion?
Oh my god, is he like an architect? I start to like this guy even more every second I get to know him.
Don't get me started. I get angry just thinking about it.
So, what great building did our master architect work on this time?
He is an architect! Oh my god!
Like I need to tell you. Keep your nose out of my business.
No, I think we deserve to know. Where were you when Sumeru needed you most?
If I ever break the curse of not being able to pull a new 4-star until like two years later, and if I actually manage to pull him because he is gonna be a 4-star, I'm gonna put him in my next teapot and make sure that he has his own room in there.
I was in the desert for a large project, but considering Haravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, you probably wouldn't understand. Which is truly unfortunate. I can only pity the man who doesn't understand the first thing about beauty and romance. Unlike a true...
Unlike a true what?
Hold on, wait a second. What do you mean by when Sumeru needed me most?
He's like the Avatar or something.
Well, while you were out fiddling around in the desert, many people came together to save Sumeru from a crisis.
Ha! And you think I'd believe that?
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his accomplices have all been overthrown.
Huh? What nonsense are you talking about?
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my Darshan was the one trying to apply for funding from the Grand Sage. Yours, though, on the other hand...
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
Very weird conversation these guys are having. And now I have to talk to them. Oh my god. He's already heated up. He's gonna hate me. He's gonna hate Crummy for no reason. I'm scared. But whatever. Oh, wait. First of all. Gimme. Oh! Nice! How random, but thank you. I appreciate it. Hi there.
Hey, Alhaitham.
Oh, it's you two. What's the matter?
We're running some errands for Nilou. Have you received her letter?
Letter?
No one has. Literally
Nilou
no
said
one.
she sent out a letter inviting everyone to a celebration feast in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. We'll also be celebrating Zaino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra.
If she addressed the letter to Alhaitham of the Academia, then the letter should have gone to my office. I've been busy these days, so I haven't had time to check for any new mail at my office. I only now have some free time to attend to personal matters.
Have you always been so busy with your work?
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several sages have been dismissed recently and the whole Academia was practically turned upside down.
Just like the Abyss.
told us they all went to train in the Avidia Forest. Apparently they will spend the rest of their lives there.
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to pull it off, they even imprisoned the other 2 rational sages. To imagine such things could take place in the Academia. I don't know where to begin.
6th grade sages sounds pretty powerful.
Yeah, you're right. Huh. Feels kind of strange to hear them called that after all this time. But then again, The 6th grade school sounded pretty impressive too.
Yes, at least that's how they're supposed to sound. It's said that when the Academia was first founded, the Dendro Archon herself established the 6 great schools, each representing one of the 6 different types of wisdom. Numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded. Only the 6 Darshans attaching themselves to the 6 great schools have stood the test of time and obtained permanent seats in the Academia. Now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with the 6 great schools, and the leaders selected for the schools are the 6 great sages. Among the 6 great sages, there is one central leader, the Grand Sage. Unfortunately, only the sages from Vahumana and Amorta remain now. They were imprisoned for opposing Azar, and were only rescued after Azar's downfall.
So who's managing things in the other 4 schools now? Do they need to find someone new?
Yes. Normally, new sages are selected based on a strict set of criteria.
And that's where they wanted to select him.
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection in Sumeru.
Paimon has a point.
Yes, about that. You didn't let me finish my sentence. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage the Academia. But I refused.
I just thought you referred to her as helpless Lord Kusanali. I was like, helpless or Lord, what?
Huh? But why? Can't you be a little more ambitious?
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6 great sages. Like I said before, I don't like being a leader.
Yeah, he's more of a free soul, I guess.
Oh, alright. So are you busy these days trying to find others to take the job?
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important affairs within the Academia before the new sages take office.
So you're still leader now, even if it's just temporary.
And the first thing I'll do is reject Kasharawar's application for funding.
By the way, who was that other person just now? Is he your friend?
Do we look like friends?
No, not at all.
Paimon doesn't know. That's why Paimon's asking.
But apparently to most of the fandom they look like lovers.
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say he's the representative for Ksharawar scholars.
He doesn't seem to believe a word she told him.
Which is exactly why he always has so many problems.
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the people of Sumeru.
Anyway, thanks for your hard work these days.
Such is the work of the Academia Scribe.
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you are our planner, remember to attend the celebration feast in 2 days.
Alright, I'll see you there.
Okay, who's the next person on the list we need to go to? It's Dia, I think. Go to Port Ormos. Yeah, it's Dia. Okay, first of all, anything else?
The House of Dana is the last quiet place in the whole Academia now. I was originally planning to stay here a little longer, but there's a chance that Kaveh might show up again. Tuh, what a nuisance. I'd better go somewhere else.
Well, you can't go home because he's gonna show up there as well. Anyways, moving on to Port Ormos, where we will see Dia. I actually forgot that we haven't seen her in the quest in a while because of her like test trial, and then I pulled her, and then I've been playing her, and I hear her voice like non-stop when I'm like doing combat, walking outside, opening chests, and her voice still sounds so familiar, but I don't know, maybe it reminds me of Beto, maybe, I don't know. It's like it already felt familiar to me when we first talked to her, but I have just met her then, so there she is, by the way. Go to Port Ormos. That's how you cheat the system. Using a small character. We love it. Just like in Windtrace. Alrighty. Is Dunyazard with her? Because I think she was like Dunyazard's bodyguard, so she's probably gonna be here with her. Where is she even?
This is Port Ormos. Now where could...
Oh, there is Dunyazard. I knew it.
Paimon, I hear?
Huh?
Oh, it's been a while. How are you doing?
Dunyazad! It's been so long since we've seen you!
Oh, good, how about you?
I'm doing well. I can go as far as saying I have never been happier in my entire life.
Yeah, I just always thought she died during that one cutscene, so I don't know.
I don't know if you've heard, but Elazar has completely disappeared, and all the patients have recovered.
You kidding? Knowing them and the connections they've got, I'm sure they've heard about it.
Like, her voice sounds so familiar, I just don't know. Didn't expect to see you. Well, did expect to see you here. We literally came here looking for you. Why are we lying to her?
That's right. My lady is feeling better now, so I'm accompanying her for a walk.
Why do you still call me that, Dia? You've already informed my father of your resignation.
I guess I'm just used to calling you my lady. Old habits die hard.
Resignation? You mean you're quitting?
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you very much. It wouldn't be a problem if you wish to continue to be our bodyguard.
I'm not a woman that's easily persuaded. You should know that by now, my lady. When I took this job, I had already decided that I'd quit as soon as you'd recovered. It's time for me to get back out there and chase that horizon.
So what are you gonna do now if you're not gonna be a bodyguard anymore?
I want to take a risky job and put my body to the test again.
Huh? But we literally just finished one of the most dangerous jobs ever. Are you getting bored already?
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan with you, I wouldn't have come up with this idea. I guess I still get fired up by that feeling of going all out in a fight. It made me realize that I'm still a mercenary through and through.
And that's why you're on my team now. Now you can go on any adventure you want to.
Life is short, and I'm happy that I got to be a part of that operation. But the whole thing also made me realize that there are still many problems in Sumeru. And as a desert dweller, I'm still not completely ready to settle down on this side of the wall.
Well, I remember a friend had someone bring you a message.
Oh, the letter? Did she actually receive it?
You mean I'll hate them?
Oh.
I didn't expect him to still remember that. I thought he was joking.
We just came from talking with Alhaitham at the academia.
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work at the academia?
Oh, that doesn't make any sense.
What?
We didn't hear anything about that.
I heard that Azar and his cronies fell from power, and Alhaitham told me that now was a good time to find a job in the academia. But only if I wanted to.
Oh, you know who would actually be a good sage, I think? Nahida. Because, like, they don't know her human form. But, like, this way she could actually be, like... You know, like Shangli working for the funeral of the Potters, or she could be, like, working... Maybe it will actually come to this. They'll be like, oh, we know something we could suggest this position to.
Whoa. Paimon can't see you being anything other than a mercenary.
Me neither. But I think Dia would look great dressed up as a scholar.
Oh no, don't do that to her. It would be so out of character. She wouldn't enjoy a second of that, I think.
Ugh, forget about it.
See?
I wouldn't last 10 seconds in there.
Well, Lisa would fit the sage thing very well. I mean, she already went to the academia, so...
Alhaitham probably just liked the way I worked and knew I'm good in a fight. So he suggested I find some work in the academia.
But you know, if you take him up on the offer, Sino might actually agree and let you become a Matra. Because you're super amazing.
The Matra have all the talent they need as long as they have Sino. I prefer to be free to live however I choose. In fact, I chose this job from the very start because I knew it'd be right up my alley.
Even if being a mercenary means facing all kinds of danger.
A lion has to return to the wild sooner or later. If anything, being your bodyguard has been unfamiliar territory for me.
I don't want to see you go, but I'll respect your decision.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not like we'll never meet again.
I guess being free is just a part of how Dia operates.
Once the whole Dendro Archon thing is settled, everything in Sumeru will take a turn for the better. That makes me happy too. But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me. Before long, we'll be a dying breed. So I'd better get to work while I still can.
Huh? But wait a second. You make it sound like you're leaving now.
Well, no, not yet at least. I promised my lady I'd stick around until next week.
So, have you been in Port Ormos this entire time? We were wondering if you had received a letter from Nilou.
Oh, did Nilou write to us?
Not to you.
She heard that you were seen in Port Ormos, so she sent the letter here.
Huh. It was probably sent to the inn that we're staying at. My lady has been very energetic lately and keeps taking me on hikes, staying out even into the night. By the time we get back, the receptionist is usually off napping on the job.
Right, and we tend to leave quite early in the morning, so the old man on duty is also usually dozing off.
So what it really sounds like is that the person on duty is always asleep.
I bet the letter's at the reception desk. I'll go check later.
No wonder there wasn't a reply. You never received the letter. Good thing Nilou asked us to come and check on that.
Sorry to make you two come all the way out here.
It must be something important for Nilou to specifically write to us like that.
Yes, she said they were preparing a victory feast in the Grand Bazaar, and will also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement as General miHoYo. She was hoping you could come.
Great! I'll be sure to attend.
Count me in too. But is there some sort of dress code or anything for the feast? Can I just show up looking like this?
Since it's being organized by Nilou, I don't think she'll be too picky about that. If anything, I think she wants to see us as our most natural selves.
All right, then this is how I'll show up.
The feast will be held in 2 days, so don't forget.
Sure.
Thank you so much for letting us know. We'll see you there.
Oh, by the way, do you happen to know where Sino and Raman are?
The General miHoYo always comes and goes without a trace. Normally no one knows his whereabouts.
Oh.
But last time we met, he mentioned that he had something to do in Aru Village. You can try your luck there.
Sure, if we don't accidentally trigger the Aranara story questline, then yeah.
As for Raman,
oh god.
Your guess is as good as mine. I only remember he said that he had something to discuss with Sino. You can ask Sino when you meet him.
Thanks, Tia.
Don't mention it. You'd better get going.
Alright, on to our next stop.
I hope they're not like, oh, this character is involved in this storyline, so now you gotta finish this one. I bet this would happen if I would have activated, like, any other, like, story quest, you know. Hi there, again.
After recovering from Elazar, everything seems so different to me. When I look at the scenery I visited before, it has a completely different feeling.
Yeah. You need to be stronger than an ox to take life by the horns.
I think I've heard you say something like that before. But today, I finally understand what you mean.
Is there any place you'd like to go? I can accompany you. I've got time.
What if I tell you that I want to go to the desert?
Fine by me. If we go to the desert, I can introduce you to my friends there. But we should prepare and get everything we need before setting off.
Let's go! I'll go pack my luggage now. After we're done with the feast in 2 days, we can go have fun in the desert.
You can count me in.
The friends we have met. Talk to Susan. Ah, selfie time again. God damn it. Are we talking about the friends who like tried to cut off her arms? Hey there, Susan. I know that you want me to take a picture, so I'm just skipping all of the text. Yeah, I have this one camera that the people from the theater want. You've run it before, here, you're welcome, thank you. Wow, I love taking pictures of Susan. My favorite celebrity of Sumeru. Alrighty then, let's go to Aru. Oh! Aru Village is the one in the desert, wait. Did I always just confuse it with Wimara Village? Because it has like the name Aru in it, and Aru kinda reminds me of Aranara, so... Great! Then, not any misunderstandings here, and we're also going to the desert where maybe Dia and the Dunyazard will be. If they would be, like, placing the NPCs according to the story and what they say, but as you all know, they won't do that, because we learned from when Ayaka said, meet me at Uryu Restaurant, and then I walked into Ito's cutscene, because I thought, how about I actually go to Uryu Restaurant and actually meet Ayaka over there, because that would be fun, but she wasn't even there, and I'm so mad about it. Oh, I got so many side quests here. Maybe we'll have to get back to that at some point. But I don't think we'll have time for that today. Also not in the next episodes, because we have to start on a Windbloom Festival ASAP. Literally just finishing this, but yeah, it's taking longer than I thought. Oh, he's just standing there. Wow. Hello there. Long time no see.
It's been a while since we last visited Aru Village.
Oh, I could try pulling for his banner, but I don't really think I have prima jumps. I don't know.
There's Sino.
Hi there. Hello. It's been a while.
What brings you here?
Teleport points.
We recovered well, and Tighnari agreed to let us leave. So now we're out and about again.
My joke was funny, okay? Don't come for me, please.
It seems Gandarvaville's medical treatment is still as good as ever.
And Tighnari is recovering well, too.
That's good to hear.
Thank you for taking us in.
Yeah, you're the one who brought us to him when we lost consciousness, right? Thanks for that.
You're welcome. Tighnari has excellent medical skills, and Kale is quite attentive. It was the best place for you.
But why are you just standing here like a dead tree?
Yeah, literally.
I'm meeting some people.
Me?
Oh, you mean Candace?
Oh.
I've already talked with Candace and the village chief. They're still at the usual place. You can go there if you'd like to see them. But you know one of the people I'm meeting as well.
Oh, by King Deshret's
Oh,
blessing,
Dunyazord.
my friend suddenly appears in the desert.
Oh no.
Don't
Oh,
tell
that
me you've
person.
run into trouble and need us to help now.
Isn't that the person who was like trying to shut off the Sub-Zero's festival?
Roman! And, Setaria?
Oh, you know me?
Can't remember because of the time loop, huh?
Oh, well, you're pretty famous in the academia.
Don't worry, these are our friends. No need to be so guarded.
I see.
How have you been doing lately?
I'm doing well. Many good things have happened recently.
Same here. Really, I feel that my whole life has started to shine after suddenly finding a new direction.
It's been super long since we played that part of the Archon quest, and there were too many NPCs involved that I already forgot about. But if I remember correctly, then Raman should be the guy who was like helping us get like into, I don't know, we were like trying to get arrested or something, or like we faked that we arrested some Eremites or something, and I think he was the guy who helped us out back then with our plan.
Oh, tell us everything.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Alright, well, I suppose I should start by saying I've decided to leave the academia.
Her voice sounds familiar also.
What?
You're not going to be a scholar anymore?
It's not that I've given up on being a scholar. Instead, you could say I've found a new identity.
Are you going to be a sage now?
I will no longer pursue research like a typical scholar, but I have not completely given up on my relationship to knowledge either.
I can see what you're saying now.
What do you mean?
I plan to leave the academia and return to teach here in the desert.
Oh, I'm actually wondering, because I just heard Raman's voice and he sounds like kind of older. I'm actually wondering if you ever get like a playable character who has like a beard and looks older, you know? That would be interesting. Like in, oh god, I haven't done this comparison in so long, but like in Dragon Quest, they had Sir Hendrik, I think was his name. Was that his name in the English version as well? I don't know. But like there was this guy with like the purple hair and he had like a beard and he looked like older. And it was actually interesting to have like different character types because so far, like, you know, we don't have characters like that.
Wow, so you want to become a teacher?
Setaria will return to support education here and teach people from the desert. She can't teach everyone on her own, but there are many of us Eremites all over Sumeru. She came to discuss a collaboration with me and hoped that I could bring her ideas to the Eremites.
Yes, it's my hope that the Eremites can help me select a group of smart people with the best aptitude for teaching. I'll teach them, and after they've finished learning from me, they can go educate more people. That is the true meaning of education and the spreading of knowledge.
The people of King Deshret suffer from sandstorms, exile, and ignorance. Miss Setaria is more than welcome to come teach here. Her arrival is like a star shining in the desert night. The stars have always guided caravans, thieves, soldiers, and travelers who get lost in the night. They lead those in the dark out of trouble and back to safety.
Oh, please. Where's all of this coming from? I'm starting to feel a little embarrassed.
You deserve these compliments. Mercenaries are accustomed to danger and don't fear death, which is why we recognize extraordinary actions that common people would easily overlook.
Setaria's idea will bring much good to many people.
At first, I feared it was destined to fail. Everyone knows that the academia doesn't allow scholars to teach in the desert without permission. As you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control, and very few desert dwellers are as lucky as me. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart, as if there were lightning bolts constantly bombarding my soul. Sataria, you tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the academia's grasp on you will become. Sataria, why haven't you gone home? Never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
Miss.
These words sparked something in me, and I knew that I had to bring something back to my people after going home. I gathered up the courage to approach the Grand Sage, only to find that he was no longer at the Academia. Lord Sino told me that Azar didn't belong there anymore.
Oh my god, the Sims Infants come out tomorrow, wow.
Azar has received much needed punishment. Though, if you ask me, it may have been too light. You probably have already heard.
I don't know.
Lord Sino helped me obtain permission to leave the Academia for the desert, and accompanied me here to discuss collaboration with members of the Eremites. My plan was able to go smoothly thanks to him and Rahman.
You're all doing so much for the desert.
Aside from that, I also have some other business to discuss with Sino.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has allocated many resources to support and develop the desert. I've done some business for her, and part of it required the assistance of the Eremites. I applied for a few batches of educational materials from the Academia, and sent them to several groups in the desert, as instructed by Lesser Lord Kusanali. I believe the people will make good use of them.
That's exactly what the people here need. Physical books and other related items. If it weren't for Sino and Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'm afraid we'd never be able to get our hands on them.
Apart from this, the Academia is also recruiting scholars that are willing to teach in the desert. I'll let you and Sataria know as soon as I have any more news. We must be persistent about this, and maintain these resources to ensure long-term effectiveness.
This is the first time in hundreds of years we've had a glimmer of hope. I think this may be the turning point for the desert. Remember these words. Here lies our faithful priest, Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration. I hope people with wisdom like that priest will rise again among the desert dwellers. Then we'll once again see the wisdom and glory that once shook the world.
Enough about us. Are you here to discuss some business too?
No, not at all. We're actually here on behalf of Nilou. Nilou wanted to write to everyone, but she wasn't sure where the letters should be sent, so she asked us to come find everyone personally. A celebration feast will be held in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. She hopes that all of you will be able to attend. At the feast, we'll also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra. Although, judging from your appearance, it seems you've already been reinstated. Paimon thought you would only start working for the Academia after the feast.
Celebration? Feast?
So you really don't know. Yeah, no one knows.
It's the first I've heard of it.
Tighnari was right. He really didn't know.
This feast is for you, Sino. Sounds to me like you'll have to be there.
You can't say no.
It's rare to see that kind of expression from Lord Sino. You must not like feasts very much.
Oh, I gotta do that thing over there.
No, not really. But I'll go.
You two are invited as well, by the way.
Well, I still have a lot to handle here. Besides, I need to look after Miss Sataria in the desert, so I'll have to pass.
I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. Although, if you'd be so kind, please give a message to Miss Nilou for me. The message is, I'm sorry for how I treated you before, but now I understand the beauty of your dance. It's like a light shining in the sky.
Oh, so she does remember.
You and the art you symbolize are not only beautiful, but also lively and powerful. So much so that it was prohibited.
Can't remember all that. Can you write it down or something?
Please keep dancing. And someday, I'll be able to appreciate your art in person.
No, but she just keeps going, saying more stuff.
Okay, we've got all that down.
We'll be sure to give the message to Nilou.
Our job here is complete as well. Oh, Sino, remember, party's in 2 days. Make sure you're there.
Got it.
And he was the last person to talk to, right? So we just gotta time travel and go there. Wait for the feast to start. Where is the challenge that we've seen? Over there. Alright. Let me check this out real quickly. It's probably like, oh, collect all the dendro particles in this amount of time or something. Just before I forget it, I just gotta check it out. Oh, there's also a Celia. There's so much stuff still to do in the desert. Yeah, it's collecting particles. We don't really have that much time though. Hope I can do it. Oh, there's the Celia's statue. I see that. Maybe we will go to a place where we can like get closer to the Celia. One over here. Another one over there. Wow. I love how I just do like random shit today. But I always end up getting achievements for it. That's lucky. That's not so lucky that I can climb here. Anyway, let me go up here, please. Thank you. Anyways, I need these things. And I'm gonna take the Celia. If we're lucky enough, we may also get another achievement after this. Oh, there you are. I was like, I hear something, but I don't know where exactly. Stop fooling me. I'm right behind you. Hurry up. Come on. Show me the way. Guide me home with you. Well. Climbing session. Help. And now. That's not. Oh yeah, that is the place. Achievement? No achievement. Alright, but I will make a little tiny time travel here, so see you in a couple of seconds.
Today's the big day! Let's go to the Grand Bazaar and see how the celebration's coming along.
Yes, that's what we'll do. We're going to the Grand Bazaar and see who else is gonna be there. I never know how to enter the Grand Bazaar because there's like so many ways. And as I just said, I can't really read the map of Sumeru because it's confusing with like, what is above me? What is underneath me? Also, I need to make a pull before this episode ends. If I have enough Primogems, but I don't know. But maybe we'll have. I hope so. I just got the Primogems from achievements, so if the loading screen wouldn't take so long, then maybe we could figure. Didn't I teleport to the other? That's... Wait. The Academia is this one? Isn't that... I'm so confused. I thought I teleported to the other point that wasn't next to the Academia. But apparently not. Oh, that's where I can go in. Anyways, let me see if I can make one tiny wish maybe, please. No. Such a shame. Maybe after this quest here ends. Hey there. Anyone here? Hello. Oh, hello there.
Everybody's already here. Looks like we're the last ones to arrive.
You're here.
Still not enjoying it?
Ah, there you are.
Where's Tignari? Good evening.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
Tignari really didn't show up. No.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work. I'm very happy to see you here.
But we're not late, are we? It's just that everyone else arrived ahead of time.
Why did Dunya's art sound so aggressive at the end of a sentence? Like, oh, it's very nice to have you here. Why did she sound like that? Oh my god, I'm scared.
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in charge of today's speeches.
Nah, there won't be any speeches today.
Thank you. Thanks for having my back.
Oh, really? Well, even better.
Come join us over here. Let's share some great food and drinks, and chat about all sorts of fun things.
I want to see Kusanali again. No.
Everything looks quite good.
Wow. Paimon can't wait. Traveler, just look at all the delicious food here.
The feast and celebration of the General Mahamatra and the Grand Bazaar goes as planned. Drinks are flowing, the food is delicious, and the venue is beautifully arranged. Everybody eats and drinks before enjoying the performance prepared by Nilo and everyone in the Grand Bazaar. Time passes gradually in a wonderful atmosphere, and the beautiful evening feels almost like a dream.
Wow, it's so delicious! Oh, this grilled meat tastes amazing!
The food was specially prepared for you by everyone in the Grand Bazaar. And we have gifts that were sent by the residents of Sumeru City when they heard we were holding a feast. Everyone that came said that you saved Sumeru, and wanted me to thank you all on their behalf.
Ah, feels kinda nice to be seen as a hero. I could get used to this.
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's job. You've always been amazing, Dia.
My lady sure has a way with words. Thanks. I'm glad to hear it.
And I'm happy to meet everyone that participated in the great plan.
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done something impressive together. It's unbelievable.
We owe it to our abilities. And luck.
Really? Why do I remember everybody thinking that luck was against us and feeling like we hardly had a chance of succeeding?
That's how I remember it too.
It's luck that brought us together, and it was luck that let us form a team. Then, it took even more luck for us to formulate a plan and implement it successfully.
You're such a party pooper.
Moreover, judging from the results, everything worked out well.
Yeah, everyone gave it their all when it mattered most. It was almost like a performance. We took the stage and put on our best show. Everyone played their part, and thanks to everyone's efforts, the performance was a great success.
So, would you say we're good actors too?
There's one more talent under your belt.
It's such a blessing that Lesser Lord Kusanali was able to return to power at the Academia.
Yes, even after being abandoned and neglected so many times, she's finally returned.
Returned to Academia, abandoned and neglected?
Uh-huh. Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great disaster, which resulted in her losing all her wisdom and memories of the past.
Huh?
The Academia basically abandoned her because of it.
How did they know more than I knew? What?
This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised. I didn't say anything wrong, did I?
I just didn't know that the people knew. Wow.
No, everything you said is correct.
That's good.
Something wrong?
I don't know.
Yeah, what's with that face? You knew all of this already.
Don't mind me, my mind was elsewhere. I knew all this already? Did I? I don't.
Even if those two giants of the Academia are here, I still have to say it. Those sages really have some nerve. 500 years ago, Lesser Lord Kusanali used all her power for the people of Sumeru, and what did they do in return?
It seems that after everyone forgot Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, their understanding of Sumeru's history also changed. Ah, interesting. But Paimons too, apparently. Now everyone believes that Lesser Lord Kusanali has been Sumeru's Archon all along. Oh my god, oh. Okay, that's interesting. And I was doubting my sanity for a second. Genshin, don't you dare gaslighting me like that. Maybe I'm the only one in all of Tibet who remembers that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata ever existed. Yeah, even Kusanali forgot about her. As the witness of all that happened, I should respect her choice and keep the secret for her.
If you bite the hand that feeds you, don't act surprised when it turns into a knuckle sandwich, right, Sino?
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but their treatment of Lesser Lord Kusanali calls for a more severe punishment.
She finally gets justice, oh my god.
You could simply tell Lesser Lord Kusanali that you wish to have Azar and his accomplices severely punished.
I respect our deity's decision, and won't interfere in any way. While we're on this topic, why didn't you accept the Academia's invitation to become the Grand Sage?
Are you trying to say that I'm fit to be a sage?
Not at all. But every person handling the selection process has said that you are the most suitable candidate to lead the Academia right now.
Why? Because he dethroned Azar from power?
Could you try to put it another way? This is a good thing, yet you're making it sound like I overthrew Azar for my own personal gain.
But seriously though, I always wondered if you had some personal motives behind it.
I did have my own motive, but it had nothing to do with being a sage. If the rules of our nation were suddenly cast by the wayside, then it wouldn't be long until chaos ensued. I had no intention of letting their dreams disrupt my life.
By that, you mean your life working as the Academia's scribe?
Precisely.
Wait, is that all?
So, that's the only reason why you joined us and came up with all those plans?
It's reason enough.
You've certainly got quite the personality.
You flatter me.
All right then. How about you? You've already resumed work as the General Mahamatra, right?
That's right.
Will you be happy with that life?
It's not about being happy. There are merely a lot of things that I must do.
Even so, keep your spirits up and try to be happy, okay? And try to smile more every day, just like I'm doing now.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. Talk to everyone at the feast.
I seldom participate in such lively gatherings, but the atmosphere here is quite good.
I thought you might find it boring.
No. This gathering today has a unique meaning. The Grand Bazaar is lively because the people here feel happiness from the bottom of their hearts. Unlike the farces at the Academia, that happiness is an emotion that'll be forever alien to those bookworms who have driven themselves insane by studying. I seem to have taken both keys when I left the house. Oh well.
Oh my god. Help.
My lady, the grilled meat over there is delicious. Have you tried it?
Yes, I also tried some fruit just now. Oh, they're very sweet.
I want some too.
What an amazing place to relax. No wonder everybody likes to rest at the Grand Bazaar.
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hi there, don't mind me.
Hello. Oh, I'm so happy Nilou invited everybody. Oh, now I have the chance to meet all the heroes.
My pleasure, I'm glad we could come.
Hey, less of that polite chit-chat and more eating and drinking. The feast is about having fun, not stuffy formalities.
Sorry. Alrighty.
The atmosphere here is good. And everything is delicious.
It must be rare to see you at such a lively gathering, huh?
Yeah.
So glad you came.
I don't often come to such places, but it feels quite good.
He's giving me the same vibes as Xiao when we tried to drag his ass into the lantern, right?
I have a lot to handle these days. Otherwise, I could show you around.
And they both have like these roles of being like protectors of like certain locations, so they're like similar. It's alright, don't worry about us.
There's always next time. We're friends after all. This feast is pretty good. I like it.
He's just like Xiao.
There you are, traveler.
Hello.
How is it? Are you enjoying the feast today? If there's anything you're unhappy with, just let me know. I'll be sure to take note of it.
I'm not even looking at her. It's great, thanks for inviting me.
That's good. It's the first time I've ever invited so many exceptional people to one place. I was a little nervous myself. You see, every guest here is quite extraordinary. It's unbelievable that we've got everyone together here. Almost like a fairy tale. Make sure you live it up tonight. I'll be happy as long as you're enjoying yourselves.
We have a message to tell you. Do we? It tells Satara's message to me. Oh, right, yeah.
I'm honored to have her think of me this way. If I have a chance in the future, I would really like to invite her to one of my performances. I can't explain why, but I just feel elated right now. Thank you.
Okay, cutscene? Question mark? Kind of.
Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop.
I'm still thinking about it. I'm suddenly a little sleepy. Feels like I'm about to nod off.
Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You'll wake up once you've put something yummy in your tummy.
I think it's like, Kusanali is calling us because like the dreams in Sumeru are back and like she's like trying to talk to us in our subconsciousness, or maybe even Ermin's soul, or like Great Lord Lukadevata.
Of course. Just wait here for Paimon.
Now we're gonna pass out and have a vision, I think. Something like that. Or we're gonna see a ghost. Something. Is it because I didn't sleep well last night that I feel sleepy all of a sudden, or is it because I'm too full? No, it's because of Sumeru. Huh? It seems like someone is there. Oh my god, are they foreshadowing something creepy? Because I just saw like leaks of a certain location coming in like 3.6, I think.
It's me.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you scared me. Oh my god. Her voice actually scared me for a second. Coming out of nowhere. Nahida, it looks like my consciousness is connected to yours again.
You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. I was thinking about talking with you, and the next thing I knew, I had made a connection with you. The connection between us is amazing. It's like flora and the fence it grows upon.
Is there anything you need from me?
I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Grand Bazaar. I wanted to have a look for myself, so I snuck in.
Cute.
Lately, I've been so busy dealing with all the fallout from recent events, so I really haven't had any free time. Although you've already helped me with a lot, there's still one more thing I hope you can help me with.
What's that?
Please say thank you to everyone for me.
Oh, of course I will. So that's what it's about. Nahida, it'd be better if you could do that yourself, yeah.
Oh, is it not convenient for you to do that for me?
Not that. I just want you to, like, enjoy life and have fun. Some things in this world must be done by yourself.
But if I just show up all of a sudden, people will become all quiet and stiff, won't they?
I don't think so. Not if you show yourself around more often.
What if I end up scaring them and ruining this wonderful feast? That'd be the last thing I want.
It's so interesting though, like in Mondstadt we have the Archon just walking around, everyone knows him, but no one knows he's the Archon. Meanwhile in Leo, we also have the Archon walking around, but everyone thinks they're just dead and don't even exist after all. Then in Inazuma we have the Archon walking around and everyone is scared of her, rightfully. And then we have Nahida who can't even show herself. I feel bad for her. It'll be fine, please don't worry too much.
Let me think about it. Okay.
It'll get better. Have you made up your mind?
Yes, I have.
And oh my god, it would be so cool if you actually see her interact with the others. That's good. Wait, huh?
You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So...
Am I in her body now?
I've decided to borrow your body for the time being. Please don't blame me. The flora also climbs up to the fence to get closer to the sky.
At least promise me you won't say anything weird when you're in my body. Aww. Funny. Very hilarious. Oh god, here it comes. This is gonna be awkward as hell. And they all gonna think I'm the awkward one.
Everyone.
Imagine he actually sounds like that.
Are you awake now? Paimon was just about to bring you the food. It's me. Huh? That voice. Nahida?
Oh, so can the others hear her as well, or is it just Paimon?
Hold up, what's going on?
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar. Interesting. Is this also a part of the feast?
Why are they like not questioning it? Could just be Aoife like being like, oh, I can talk in very weird voices.
No, of course not. Are you Lesser Lord Kusanali?
You just immediately believe it. That's so weird.
Hello, Nilu.
You know who I am?
Yes, I already know every one of you. Nilu, Alhaitham, Sino, Dia, Paimon, and Dunyarzad.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yeah, she remembers her, but she's the only one.
I took the liberty of occupying the traveler's body so that I could thank all of you in person.
At least they're making it look like she's actually there. That's wholesome now.
Thank you so much for rescuing me. Even if that meant placing your own safety in peril and taking the risk of becoming enemies with the academia, the sages, the doctor, the balladeer, and even the entirety of Sumeru.
I like how they're making it look like Paimon is the same size as Sino and Alhaitham.
Without you, without any of you, I would have been in a much more difficult situation. Had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, not only I, but Sumeru and even the entirety of Teyvat would have suffered great misfortune. People refer to you as the heroes who managed to rescue a god.
I'm quite fond of this name. It not only explains your identities, but also bears witness to your relationship with me. Please, allow me to present to you my most sincere gratitude.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you have done so much for Sumeru, and I didn't even have a chance to do anything for you. You don't have to do this.
Dinyarzad, the suffering you endured during your illness is also proof of you being with me and praying for me. Thank you.
You don't need to be so ceremonious. It's always been my duty to protect you.
This is how the relationship between the Academia and Dendro Archon should be. We just did what was necessary and set things back on the right path.
You're an Archon, but you act so humble. You really don't need to be so polite with us.
I'm honored to have been able to take part in this plan. I hoped you liked the dance I dedicated to you.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much.
And she's gone again, yeah. See, just like I said, everyone was very happy to meet you.
Yeah.
miHoYo shows up for a surprise visit and brings the feast to its climax. Sincere joy flows into the hearts of everyone present. A warm atmosphere of talking and laughter carries on late into the night. Are we gonna get a cutscene? And the feast ends on a perfect note. Are we gonna get a cutscene? Are we? Are we? Please? Are we? I think we are. Please don't disappoint me. The next day. Oh, we're not getting anything.
Are you awake? Did you rest well?
I always think of having deja vu when I wake up in this. Sumeru kinda gave me PTSD. Not me, but the traveler. I think I slept alright.
After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton.
Still nothing compared to Paimon.
That just means you still have a lot to learn from Master Paimon, the Sage of Gluttony.
Oh my god, when we actually meet the unknown god from the beginning, and she's actually the god of time, I could like perfectly imagine that we're like in a fight, but we're like getting... But like the scenery is switching to different times, like, oh, back then we're in the Archon War, then we're in Canria, and then we're like back in the beginning when we pulled Paimon out of the ocean or something like that.
Alright, since you're awake now, should we go and have a chat with Nahida? She should be in the Academia right about now. If you have any questions, now's your chance to ask.
Alright. Go to the Sanctuary of Sarastana. Oh yeah, that's always at the end of the Archon quest where we can just have a little dialogue with the Archon. And I think this is gonna be the final thing for this quest. How exactly do I even enter the... That's how I do it. And why haven't we unlocked the Scaramouche boss fight yet? If he's gonna be like a weekly boss? Like, if La Senora is a weekly boss, then he should be too, right? Because there's like some material of his fight in the archive that we haven't unlocked yet. So I'm actually wondering if that would be something that's gonna show up in the menu after we finish the storyline and talk to Nahida now. Or maybe only after we played his quest. Maybe that would make more sense. I don't know. I literally don't know if he's actually gonna be playable as a weekly boss, because I've never heard of it. Oh, there you are. Hello.
Nahida!
Is this actually a place I can go back anytime to?
Hello, Traveler and Paimon. What a fantastic night. I'm still immersed in all the happiness and joy, like a candle floating on water.
So are we, and that's why we're here to talk with you.
Is there anything you want to know?
Probably a lot. Okay, about the Akasha. Oh, I like the soundtrack. About the Akasha.
After recent events, the Akasha can no longer function as it used to. I've given it some thought, and have decided to shut it down permanently.
Yeah, that's good.
But this is definitely not a bad thing. Even from the beginning, I've been planning to shut it down. The Akasha's centralized administration of knowledge has always restrained people's curiosity and curtailed the number of paths available to them. I don't think this is good for Sumeru. Although people may initially feel a little uncomfortable with the loss of the Akasha, they will soon understand that this life is more suitable for them. And as for the future of Sumeru, I'm preparing to regain control of the academia. The former sages have received their punishment, but the new sages have yet to be selected. I will oversee the process personally. I hope that the new 6th grade sages will be more focused on academics. Sumeru needs such leaders more than ever. The other big issue is the people of King Deshret. All the residents of the desert, in fact. They have been mistreated for far too long. I've already taken some measures to address this. It will take some time to rebuild everything, but no matter if it's culture, friendship, or trust, we will rebuild it.
Oh, okay. What happened after I fell asleep that day?
You mean, what happened after the doctor put you to sleep?
Did he take the noses?
You guessed correctly. The top-ranked Fatui Harbingers, up to number 3, possess power comparable to that of gods. I was no match for him in that kind of situation. However, in spite of the bad situation, I still managed to make a fair deal with the doctor. I'm sure you remember the entity that changed your fate, the Heavenly Principles. In fact, the Heavenly Principles has been quiet since the Conria disaster 500 years ago. I used this point as leverage against the doctor. I told him that the Heavenly Principles may be awakened if I destroy the Gnosis. Although it's just a bluff, he still fell for it. I assumed that the Heavenly Principles wouldn't just stand by and let such extensive damage to its laws take place. And as for what I exchanged for the Gnosis, the exchange served as both punishment for the doctor, as well as a boon of new knowledge that I couldn't refuse as the God of Wisdom.
But we still don't know what they told, what she told her about the Belladere.
He's still in a coma.
Ah.
I've hidden him like how one would hide a feather. I know you have many misgivings about him, but as someone who had become a god, he has retained a number of very useful features. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't do any evil.
Did they like reset him or something?
In addition, there are still some mysteries left in him. Some things may be very clear from my perspective, but he is still yet to understand them himself. His future will be determined by fate.
Okay, about Fontaine, the next step on my
journey.
journey.
Is that where you're headed next? Fontaine, the nation of justice? As far as I know, that nation operates in a judicial system.
Does their Archon personally judge people?
Judging.
No, there's a Chief Justice in Fontaine. Generally speaking, the Hydra Archon, Focalor, won't preside over individual trials.
It's also gonna be a female Archon, I think, from what I've seen.
However, even then, Focalor will still make herself present at just about every trial. It seems that she just likes to immerse herself in that sort of atmosphere.
So don't we have, like, any other male Archon, I think? Or I don't know, well, Ian-san... No, that's not the Archon, that's just a random character. But I think Natlan also was supposed to have a female Archon, and Sumeru, and Snezhnaya also.
As Archon, she still reserves the right to influence the final verdict. Anyway, let's just say she's got, a very unique personality.
I want more male Archons, that would be cool too. Okay, then I've got nothing else to say.
Are you sure? Isn't there something else you haven't asked about yet?
I don't know.
Huh? You mean...
About your sister.
Oh, how do you know?
While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your sister.
Oh my god, but we both come from beyond the Sea of Stars.
Yeah, isn't Irminsul a repository for all the information and memories of Teyvat? So there shouldn't be anything on him or his sister.
This is true in your case. Irminsul indeed does not have any information on you. However...
Oh my god, the first one actually helped me.
There must be something different about your sister. Because, as it turns out, the world has recorded information on her after all.
What?
There is only one possible explanation. She belongs to this world.
Okay, interesting. How's that possible? We journeyed to Sea of Stars all our lives until we came here. All our lives. More life, okay. How could she possibly hail from Teyvat? Things don't add up. Is there something wrong with my memories, or is it this world that has done something to her?
But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your first trip to Teyvat?
Maybe not. Do you have any further intel?
According to the records I was able to access, your sibling suddenly appeared in Conria. After the Conria disaster, she began her journey through the 7 nations of Teyvat.
Just like we're doing right now.
But just as her journey was about to reach its conclusion, the Irminsul records on her suddenly become fuzzy.
What do you mean, fuzzy? Did something happen to her?
All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, is deliberately obfuscating her fate.
Maybe the unknown god from the beginning.
And whoever it is, if they can do that, who knows what else they're capable of.
Could it be related to the Abyss?
But even that wouldn't explain how she somehow comes from this world.
Something else I noticed was that according to these records, the Fatui have not classified your sibling as one of the Descenders.
Descenders? From
What's a
Celestia?
Descender? Paimon's never heard of it.
Look, I'm sure you must be curious about the information I received from the Fatui in return for my gnosis, right?
Yeah.
A very important part of the intel was about this world's Descenders. External beings, ones that don't belong to this world. Traveler, you are Teyvat's 4th Descender.
4th?
Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other Descenders before the Traveler? And his sister isn't even one of them?
Why do I feel like it's like other versions of me and we have tried this whole mission previously before, like 3 other times?
That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first Descender was likely what we now call the Heavenly Principles. As for the other Descenders, I still need to verify their existence. It could take me some time.
Paimon's head's about to burst from all this crazy new information.
Probably one of the Fatuis also.
And yet, even knowing all this, I'm sure you must still have a lot of unanswered questions. I must say, I truly regret that I can't help you more as the God of Wisdom. There are many questions in my heart as well. I will need some time to go through each one of them.
Same here.
And soon, you'll also begin your journey anew and depart from Sumeru.
Still taking some time.
I'm very interested in your future. It's a journey that can't be observed or recorded by this world. If fate is the ultimate knowledge, then your future will be the ultimate fate.
Paimon's sure glad we got to meet you, Nick.
The pleasure is all mine. I can't thank you enough. Alright, that's enough talk for today. If you ever miss me, just close your eyes, and maybe I'll appear in your dreams.
Alright, as much as I'd like to talk about this whole thing right now, I'm running out of storage after this quest. So, see you in the next episode.
Doesn't Mondstadt celebrate the Limbloom Festival?
Can I still talk to her?
Is there anything you want to know?
Nope. Okay, guys, see you in the
I'm
next episode of Genshin.
The pleasure is all mine. Alright.
See you in the next episode of Genshin Impact. Until then, Shazam. Bye-bye. I'm gonna make one last pull now. Just one. Oh, I didn't get Primal Gems. Anyways, bye-bye.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.